the hidden pattern destroying your potential. It's 9 p.m. on a Tuesday. You close Netflix after 3 hours of just one more episode, and the guilt hits immediately. The project you were supposed to start? Still untouched. The skill you promised yourself you'd learn? Still on your someday list. The important conversation you've been avoiding? Still waiting. You whisper to yourself, "Tomorrow. I'll do it tomorrow." But you said the same thing yesterday. The cycle no one talks about. You sit down, finally ready to work. Your phone buzzes. One little notification. You check it. One scroll becomes 10. 10 minutes becomes an hour. Frustration kicks in. Okay, now I'll start. But your mind whispers, "I'm kinda tired. Maybe some coffee first." You make the coffee, sit back down, and the phone buzzes again. A quick reply becomes a 30-minute chat. You look at the clock. 2 hours gone. Then your brain offers another excuse. "I'm hungry now. Can't focus like this." You eat, come back, and now your mind plays its final card. "I'm too full, too tired. I'll wake up at 5 a.m. Fresh start." You set the alarm, feel productive just planning it. Then you pick up your phone again. Another 2 hours disappear. The alarm rings at 5. You hit snooze without even opening your eyes, and the cycle repeats, day after day, week after week. When panic becomes your only motivation. Then the deadline appears. The exam is in 48 hours. The project is due Friday. The presentation is Monday. Your heart races. Your mind floods with fear. Suddenly, you can work for hours without stopping. People think this means pressure motivates them. It doesn't. Fear does. And yes, you finish, but not because you're productive, because you're in survival mode. What's actually happening in your brain? Your brain runs on two competing systems. One part wants long-term rewards, the planning part of your mind. It knows you should start that project, build that skill, and face that conversation. The other part wants comfort right now. It craves quick dopamine, no effort, no discomfort, no uncertainty. This comfort-seeking system is stronger by default. It's hardwired for survival, not success. So when you sit down to work, your emotional brain asks, "Why do something uncomfortable now when we could do something easy instead?" Without a real threat, the long-term brain loses. But when the deadline panic hits, fear takes over. And for a moment, fear beats comfort. You're not more motivated, you're just more scared. The damage you never notice. Most people worry about the tasks with deadlines, but you still finish those eventually. The true damage happens with the goals that have no deadlines. Starting that business, learning that language, taking care of your health, building that skill, walking away from a bad situation. No one forces you to do these, so they get pushed aside. Not once, forever. Years pass quietly, and one day you realize the real cost wasn't missing a deadline, it was the life you postponed. Breaking free, what actually works. Real change doesn't come from more willpower, it comes from understanding your emotions. Identify the real trigger. Every distraction begins with a feeling you don't want to face. Boredom, anxiety, perfectionism, whatever it is, name it. The moment you label it, it weakens. The 10-minute deal. Don't forbid distractions. Tell yourself you can do them in 10 minutes. It gives your mind time to calm down. You take back control. Schedule everything. Vague plans create procrastination. Specific time blocks eliminate it. And schedule your waste time too. When pleasure has a place, it stops hijacking your focus. Focus on starting, not finishing. Tell yourself just 5 minutes, just one paragraph. Starting is the only hard part. Momentum follows movement. Break it into tiny steps. Big tasks trigger fear. Small steps feel safe. Shrink the task until it's almost impossible to avoid. Small wins create big progress. The truth that changes everything. Procrastination isn't a time problem, it's an emotion problem. You're not lazy, you're not broken. Your brain is simply avoiding discomfort. But you can rewire the pattern, slowly, consistently. And when you do, the future you've been postponing finally becomes possible. Soft ending. These habits work, but they only last if one deeper habit stays steady, the habit that decides whether small improvements grow into real transformation or fade back into old routines. I'll break that down next time.